Canto 10. Round between iron wall and flaming graves, my leader led me by a hidden track, until I said, Master, each ring of hell is known to you. Tell me, would it be hard for me to speak with the people in these tombs? Their lids are off, no one is standing guard. On judgment's final day, responded he, bodies join souls, the lids are clamped down tight. Those heretics thought Epicurus right, who taught souls die with their bodies. What you say is said for reasons you withhold from me, but knowing them, I will let you have your way. Master, you understand my inmost thought, so why waste words? Said I. Oh, Florentine! These words came from a fiery tomb nearby. Oh, you who walk alive between hell's fires, please pause and talk with me. Your dialect proves you are a native of my city, to which sometimes I showed hostility. In terror, I moved closer to my guide, who said, What's wrong? Did you not ask for this? See Farinata standing in his flame, well known to you by name, so speak with him. I gazed on one waist deep within his grave, whose face appeared contemptuous of hell. As I approached, he gazed as hard at me then, with disdain, asked who my people were. I told him willingly. His eyebrows rose. My enemies, he said. They led those Whigs I twice expelled. The Whigs came back, said I. Your folk did not. There popped up at his side a face of someone risen to his knees, who stared about for one as though he could not see. Then weeping cried, Where is my son? Surely, if poetry lets living souls through here, my Guido should be standing beside you. I said, A greater poet is my guide. Then tell me, does he live and breathe sweet air? Because I hesitated to reply, he sank from sight with cries of great despair, while gray-souled Farinata stayed erect, with dauntless face, continuing our talk. My family in exile still, said he, that is a more tormenting agony than are the pains of burning in this bed. Not 50 months will pass before you know the pains of exile too. Tell me the cause that Florence and its laws are merciless to members of a noble family. I said, The blood you shed, that victorious staining of a river red, is still recalled, and will not be forgotten. He shook his head, sighing, and said, My side had also cause. I said, The blood you shed, that victory staining a river red, is still recalled, and will not be forgotten. He shook his head, sighing, and said, My side had also cause, but when the Tuscan aristocracy would have demolished Florence utterly, my opposition stopped that happening. May your descendants find a resting place, I said, but what I cannot understand is how you can tell what future years will bring, and not what happens now. Defective sight, said he. Heaven allows us light to see what lies ahead, but nothing earlier. News of today depends on visitors. So after Judgment Day we dead in hell will have no memories of anything, knowledge of nothing but our suffering. That horrid thought recalled me to a fault. Please, tell the father who fell back, said I. His son still breathes the air, and is my friend. Absence of mind alone made me unkind. I heard my master call. In haste I begged to know who else was there. 1,000 plus, said Farinata, naming emperors and cardinals. Refusing to say more, he sank from sight, and I, pondering hard, followed my guide again. Why lost in thought? He asked. Said I, Prophecy of pain, exile from home. Remember that, said he, and raised a finger. This too, when you stand in the sweet sight of she who cares for you, your life may look more perfect than you think. Leaving the wall, we went across the plain, between the flaming graves that covered it, and down a slope towards the nether pit, from which arose a most disgusting stink.